Yes sir, boys, it's your boy G, and we are back with another episode of Genuine Conversations. Today, we got a special guest. We got my boy Zay in the building.
Wealthy Cutz.
How you living, Wealthy Cutz, man?
Good, I'm glad to be here, man.
Yes sir, man, yes sir.
What's with you?
Good, bro, doing good, man. I cannot complain. So, man, for the podcast, I basically dive straight into it, bro. I got a whole bunch of questions that are really just in my head. And then if you got any questions as well, bro, feel free to chime in. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We'll just run from there. But yeah, so I had seen you and really like gotten to meet you for the first time with Barber. You know what I'm saying? But take me back, bro, because I've seen your work on social media, bro. When did barbering start?
Barbering has always been a part of my life through my family, my uncles, my father, especially. I grew up around barbering, but when I first took it serious was when I was about 9 years old, and my pops was like, "Yeah, finish the rest of this cut." And I'm like, "Okay." So I finished the rest of it, and I'm like, it's kind of cool. And as I grew a little older, probably 2-3 years later, 12 years old, I started needing some money.
Yeah, so take me back. When did you start barbering? When did the journey begin?
I was always around it. I grew up around it. My whole family, my father especially. He was cutting hair. I was in the shop. I was a barbershop baby in there.
Yeah.
Thursday through Saturday, I'm there. But when I was 9 years old, my father told me, finish the rest of my fade. And I said, okay, well, I'll do it. And I ended up liking it. It was pretty cool. And a couple years later, when I was 12, 13, I ended up needing some money. And I'm like, man, why don't I start cutting hair?
Yeah.
I've been thugging and chopping ever since.
That's fire. That's fire. And so tell me the importance of like the relationship between you and your dad. Because I know that's probably dope to have someone who's, you know, a seasoned veteran in the industry and also well respected. You know?
Actually, I think me and my dad, we weren't really nothing alike. I got 3 brothers, 1 sister. Every one of my other siblings is more like my father than me. So that's really all we had to bond.
Yeah.
Barbering, that's what made us like this.
Yeah.
We're still like this to this day. But yeah, barbering brought us close. We didn't really have too much in common.
That's work. That's work. And so talk to me also about like, man, just navigating, bro. Like I know when you're young, bro, like it's like an open playing field. There's a lot of different paths that you can go down, you feel me? But what made you want to take barbering serious on like a real professional level as opposed to just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna make money and just use this? Cause like when I first started cutting hair, like it was just like more of a side quest, side hustle thing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I saw other barbers really doing it full time at a high level that then I even began to have the belief system of like, okay, yeah, I could do this too. You feel me?
So that whole thing, I'm big on not doing too much like illegal to make money. Like I done did it before in my life, but like watching my father take care of 5 kids all off of barbering and having it as a career, and even G knowing about my father before I met G, he knew my father. So yeah, I took pride in that, and I was blessed to have that father figure in my life and knowing what's the right way to do it. I ain't always did it, but I had that in my life, so I chose the right thing to do. So it's kind of one thing that, well, okay, I could sling packs, I could do this, but I'm risking jail, I'm risking dang well 2 months this fly on the street, that could be 4 or 5 years. So having my friends do all of that, and I had a God-given ability to do it early, and then have one of the best barbers in the world to be under and to mentor me, which was my father. So yeah, I chose the right thing. I feel like a barber. Yeah.
And so where, bro, I found out you got this new studio, got this new suite. Where are we located at now?
I'm located in Savannah, Texas, around, still in Little M, kind of, /Arby/Denver. Right. Yeah, I'm in a new spot, Executive Salon Suites.
Yeah, and so how do you feel about that, bro? How's the transition been?
Man, it's lovely. It's a lot of hard work being in the suite, because it's your shop. If you don't clean up, it's not gonna be clean. So you have to run everything, but for me, I started out in my room in my parents' crib. So for me, I'm a little isolated. I'm a little bit more quiet. I like one-on-ones with clients. So for me, it's lovely. It's amazing. It does get a tad bit quiet, but I love it. I love it.
Yeah. No, and that was a big thing. Like the biggest thing that made me like enjoy the suite as opposed to the barbershop was like being able to cater these variables. You know what I'm saying? Like I know some of my clients, they come through and they work in warehouse jobs, punching the clock, got 2 kids, you feel me? Like, they just want 30 minutes to just listen to Rod Wave and just enjoy Rod Wave. You know what I'm saying? Then I got other guys that they don't want to hear no music at all. They trying to give me their deepest, darkest problems, and we gonna unpack them together and run. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I found that the suite life is dope because if you can really learn your clientele, you can go to that next level in terms of kind of adjusting and catering these small variables to each client so that they do have that personalized experience that is like, dang, G really got me. You know what I'm saying? Zay, Wealthy got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a big thing because in the shop, bro, like, that was the only issue that I had was like, I have a very diverse clientele and the barbershop I was in was predominantly black. And so there was an issue of, I guess, certain black folk making jokes about Hispanic folk, and the Hispanic folk didn't really like it, I guess. Or like one of my clients in particular, like I do cuts at the crib outside of the shop, you feel me? Like just to make extra bread. And one of my guys, he'd always come on Saturdays. He was like, hey, like, I'll pay extra, I'll pay 100, I don't care how much. And this is back when cuts were like 20 bucks, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, bro, I'll pay 100, I just wanna get cut out at the shop. And I'm like, bro, why don't you wanna get cut at the shop? And he's like, I'll be honest, bro, like, I just feel uncomfortable with some of the jokes that they make at certain times. And so then I realized, like, dang, there's an instance and there's a situation to where other barbers and other, what they got going, you know what I'm saying, is gonna affect my pockets and affect the experience of my clients. Like, fuck that, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like that's I say this all the time, but like, there's only 2 times that a man is not responsible in life, and that's when he's sitting on the toilet taking a shit, and when he's sitting in a barber chair. Those are the 2 times that a barber has no responsibility. So Wealthy Cutz, what made us go with Wealthy Cutz?
Man, actually, y'all, I'm not the founder of that name. It really came from my pops. So shit. So his name is Wealthy. And we always been wealthy. You can have zero in your bank account in your pocket, and you can be wealthy. Wealthy is a lifestyle. It's something that you do. It's in you. It's not on you. Wealthy, for sure. Not rich, that's tangible. You can lose all your money today and still be wealthy.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No, it's real. Real wealth never goes anywhere, and that's the truth.
Sure.
They said I was reading on this one study that they did, and they said it was like a hypothetical situation, but they said if they deviated all of the money up across the world to everyone evenly, and everyone had the same amount of money, it'd take 10 years for all the money to be back in the hands of the wealthy. Because wealth is a mentality. It's not, for sure. Not as far. And so a big thing, bro, and I ask this question to every person that I have on my podcast is like, what was the lowest point within entrepreneurship, and what do you think, or what did get you out of that season?
For me, my lowest point of entrepreneurship, specifically barbering, was going through school, going from, I was making $2,000 a week in high school. So going to barber school, not really making anything in barber school, catching cases, not too big cases, but like, bro, I don't got $6 to my name. So you having warrants after you gotta, I'm just finna go to jail. Like, it's only so much community service you could do. So that was definitely my lowest point, losing relationships. Like, we ain't gonna get started on that. Like, bro, with this barber entrepreneurship, like, I done lost plenty of relationships, friendships. Like, I live this, bro. Like, it's nothing like it. So I say my lowest point was in barber school. I had no money. My girl that left me. I'm about to go to jail. Got a warrant out. That was for sure my lowest point. And still trying to navigate and go to school and wake up every morning passionate. That was for sure my lowest point. And right after that, as soon as I'm done with school, when my best friend died, my best friend got killed in Louisville. So that was like, dang, and he was the first person, like, bro, why you not going to school? Why you not taking this barber stuff serious? Right. So yeah, it was like right when he died, like 2 days later, I took off, I moved out. It made me lock in. And I just know he's proud up there right now. But that was my lowest point when he died. That's right. Rest in peace,
Nah, and it's crazy. That's like similar thing for me, bro. Like, it's wild. I actually, the suite that I showed you, the bigger one right here, I had actually signed a lease to move into this one before I got the warehouse. And it was actually one of my homies that I knew from the streets that I had taught how to cut hair. He had actually worked his way up into a barbershop in Fort Worth. He was doing really well, got his own crib, just bought a brand new Challenger, his dream car, and then he got shot and killed, bro, like literally probably like a week after we signed the lease for this bigger suite, you feel me? And so that's what made me really transition and move out of the suites for a minute and be in the warehouse, was just because I wanted a change of environment. Because it was hard for me, bro. Like, seeing him come from like, he was real like kick the front door in type of dude, you know what I'm saying? So like to see him really lock in and get to a place where he was proud of being a barber. Like he'd call me up every day just to show me the cuts, you know what I'm saying? To get critique because he wanted to be better. Like that was a big turning point for me that made me be like, dang, like at that point I've been cutting hair because he passed away November 14th of last year. We're coming up on a year. So what's your dream, bro, with barbering? Like what's your end goal? Where do you want to take it?
As far as it can go, with barbering, I want to teach people, I want to train people, I want to bring awareness to this. And my ultimate thing is a lot of people who look like me, bro, like you could do this and do just as good, if not better, and have longevity than doing something like that. That's my big passion. Like, hey, I hate seeing people do certain stuff for stuff. You know, like doing a lot of illegal stuff for like money, and it's like, dang, you can do just the same thing. You just keep working and you be consistent. So yeah, that teaching, training barbers, bringing awareness to barbering overall. That's what my goal is with barbering. Ultimately, open up schools, shops, having my name stamped in barbering. That's my ultimate goal.
That's dope. That's dope. No, because a lot of kids, bro, it's just lack of resources. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole reason why they feel like they can't do something or be something is because they see one thing and they grow up one way, and so they believe that I gotta duplicate that and maybe get to a position eventually where I can think about what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope, bro. Like that's what the next generation needs. You know what I'm saying? There's more people that are trying to open their hand and extend it. You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, like, because this is what I tell people all the time. Like that's the whole reason why I make content, bro. Is because like if I can save anyone just even a second of their time, you know what I'm saying? By like me being vulnerable and with humility expressing my hardships and the issues and trauma and things that I face, like if that can save someone else's time so they don't have to go through that shit, well shit, bro. It makes me feel like what I went through wasn't for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't just go in vain. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, facts. No, that's really good, bro. And do you have brothers and sisters?
I got 4 brothers and 1 sister.
Okay.
I'm the middle child. Yeah.
How's that?
It's cool having a lot of siblings. Like when you grow up with them, you kind of like, dang, I got hella siblings. But when you get out into the world, like a lot of my clients I know with my siblings, my brothers, because they got friends. So they got 10 friends each. I got 40 new clients now. So yeah, it's cool. It teaches you to share with people, to not be greedy. That's what it teaches you, man. It teaches you a lot with that. But being a middle child, I was the quiet one, and I was the one who was unsupervised a lot. So yeah, my childhood was fun, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I was the one that was unsupervised.
I wasn't babysitted or none of that. I got into a lot of stuff I shouldn't have gotten into.
Yeah.
It was fun.
No, that's dope. That's dope. And so, if you, and this is another question I ask everyone too, is if you could give any person that is trying to accomplish what you're accomplishing or what you have already accomplished, what's one piece of advice you give?
Keep going. Don't stop. Somebody is always watching you. Whenever you think they're not watching you, they're watching you. Wherever you think, oh, they're too big, no, they're watching you and they know who you are. So keep going. Somebody's always watching you. Keep going. And believe in God, man. God, He runs everything. Without God, nothing's gonna be here. So keep going. That's what I say, bro.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's real. And so, get me into that a little bit, bro. Like, faith has been something huge, bro. Recently, I got baptized beginning of last month. And so,
congrats, bro.
No, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. And so, faith has been something that I've really been trying to be very open and vulnerable with just everyone in the genuine community on my walk with faith, bro. So, like, how has your walk in faith been?
I grew up in the church. My parents are both uber religious. So growing up, like my parents didn't drink, smoke, do anything. So with me, growing up, it kind of was forced upon me. And I strayed away for a little bit, but it was very involved in my life. Like I knew who God was, I knew how it worked. But yeah, with that, it kind of really wasn't a choice at first. But as I got out into the world and I started seeing stuff happening, and I have a blanket over my life. I'm covered in the blood of Jesus.
What would you say has been the biggest thing that you've seen the youth struggle with from behind the chair? Like, what's the biggest dilemma or phase in their life or time period that you feel like is the most difficult?
Communication with other generations, like young life, your life to somebody else's who you only see what the good stuff that people have on social media. So I say that comparison, thinking that they gotta have 80 bands at like 17, and it's like, oh nah, you don't gotta do that. What else?
It's literally back of the shirt.
And role models, because it's hard to look at somebody with knowledge. Knowledge is intangible, so a lot of people they idolize like items and materialistic things. Versus, I can learn a lot from a crackhead, a homeless person. I could learn way more than somebody who has tangible stuff. And I've noticed that, like, people are listening to what's tangible. You show somebody some money, they believe you. And I didn't did it before. I didn't have money in my hand.
Right.
Now all of a sudden I'm trustworthy.
Right.
I can be telling you BS. Right. Yeah, people idolize a lot of materialistic things in my generation.
No, yeah, that's so real. And that was something that like I've chopped it up with the homie before, and it's like it's crazy. Like I say all the time, like materials manipulate the masses. You just don't want them to manipulate you. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, like if dude pulls up right now in a beat up 07 Honda Civic and he's like, hey, Wealthy G, I know a way for us to make $1 million. We gonna kind of look at bro like, you know what I'm saying? But like if Elon pulls up in the Cybertruck and he's like, hey boys, I know where we need to put down our money in the crypto market or the stock market. You and me gonna pull out our phones and start taking notes. You feel me? Because to accept one's opinion, you must first accept the reality. Because that's all the credibility they have to stand on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if bro's really getting money every single day, he's handling business, taking care of his kids, and he's trying to tell me, hey G, I think you could step it up if you did X, Y, and Z. I gotta actually take that with a grain of salt and listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Because his reality is something that I respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it is real what you're saying, bro. And like, that's a huge thing that I've seen with the youth that they struggle with is like, and I even struggled with it when I was younger. It's like, you know, putting faith and putting our trust and security into these materialistic things, bro, that realistically don't have value. You know, like I could go wear a $500 Louis Vuitton belt, and yeah, I could get some girls to look at me, and I could get that to them within myself believe, okay, from an ego standpoint, I'm doing better, I look clean, I look good, this, that, the third, but like beyond that, what value am I really adding, you know what I'm saying, to the marketplace or to people in general? You know what I'm saying? Like
what happened when you take that bet off?
And that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? And that was a big thing, is like with my charges and everything, like that all got stripped from me, bro. Like all the money and all of the success that I had at a really young age, bro, like that all got stripped because God was like, you know, at the end of the day, like, where's the humility behind it? Well, I'll teach the humility behind it. And I never like flexed on people or felt like I was like, you know, from an outside looking in, you wouldn't see it as like, oh geez, flaunting, you feel me? But like, it was a void, bro, that like God has filled, that I realized when I was younger I had due to me getting bullied from not having money and wearing hand-me-down clothes and
seeing how people change. Like I'm like, dang, I get a couple more comments to my name, I get a couple more things, and now you cool with me, you wanna hang out with me? So yeah, but I still to this day I don't have many friends like that. I got brothers, but I don't.
Yeah, and that's how I see it too.
Yeah, I don't got friends.
Well, and that's been a big thing navigating too, is like now having this daughter, you know what I'm saying, having a child in play, like it changes everything, bro, from the perspective of like, I already don't believe I have any borderline relationships. Like if I befriend you, bro, I'm gonna really figure you out to the soul. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just the type of man that I am. That's how I am able to be at peace with myself, is knowing that like I genuinely died with people and really care about people. You know what I'm saying? So like, I can't have, you know what I'm saying, 1,000 people that I talk to every single day, but I got mad love for a bunch of my homies. But like differentiating the friends and the brothers and all of these things, bro, it's been challenging for sure, bro, because it's a totally different ball game. You know what I'm saying? Like before, I could go take 2 hours out of my day any day of the week if I wanted to, because I make my own schedule to go chop it up with the homie. You know what I'm saying? Now I might be able to get a 10-minute phone call off. You know what I'm saying? Because of just how tight my time clock is. And so that's where like I've even like developed a different level of love for like my homies that already have kids, because I see now like how much they were going through this whole time in terms of navigating, because bro, like not everyone's your friend. You know what I'm saying? Like and even the people that you really do care for, bro, like some people don't care about themselves enough for them to even be able to comprehend what it means to care about you. And that was a big thing that like I struggled with, like with people, was like I cared a lot about people, and then I'm getting my feelings hurt because I'm like, damn, this dude's doing me wrong, and bro slimed me out. Bro asked me for $100, I sent it to him, he never talked to me again. Like, damn, bro, $100 was all it take for you to switch up. But it's like on the flip side, bro, like the correct perspective on that is like, it's a blessing that it only took $100 for me to figure out the true loyalty behind this person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, as much as I was just talking to a client about this shit, as much as it sucks to have people switch up, bro, it just means you gotta cut the pie a lesser amount of times. You know what I'm saying? And so realistically, that's more pie for you. Like, I've always been the person that's like, bro, if I make it, all the homies make it. We all make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think God really slowed down my process and didn't let me make it because I had a whole bunch of people around me that weren't genuine that I would have paid out had I made it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and that's the thing is like, I feel like God sometimes will delay your blessings because you don't have the right people around. And he doesn't want to give it to you and then see you lose it. You know what I'm saying? When it's really your heart, it's just your heart that you fell victim to. It's just your heart that's the reason. That's why I feel like in the scripture it says like, our hearts are wicked and this and that. Because like, it knows that like, our emotions and feelings, bro, they can deceive us bad. You feel me? And like not having the right people around and the right checks and balances around, bro, like you can do a lot of damage fast, bro. Like I ran up those charges within like 3 months, bro. You know what I'm saying? Those charges cost me like 80,000, like 4 years of my life. You feel me? Like, and every time that I went out, bro, every time I got arrested, there was a car full of people with me. It's not like I was by myself getting locked up every time. Like I'm getting locked up, a car full of people every time because it's like, I'm having all these people around because, like we said earlier, they're enjoying the experience. Just one sister, one older sister.
Okay, that's why I'm getting off. I got too many brothers.
Yeah, nah,
so
bro.
That's what it is.
And that's what it was too, cause like my sister went to college at 16. She was really smart. You feel me? So like I was really like an only child from the age of like 14 up. You know what I'm saying? So like and I've said this before, but like that's why I befriended like a lot of homies that was really in the street life, you feel me, and like people that portrayed themselves as like killers and this and that was cause like, bro, I was scared as a kid growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up feeling like, oh shoot, bro, like I grew up definitely with like a victim mentality, bro. Like I don't want this dude to take advantage of me. I don't want this dude to hurt me. So let me put myself around a whole bunch of people.
Everybody's like that, they just covered up.
No, yeah. And so it's like, let me get myself around a whole bunch of people that everyone's scared of, and shit, I ain't gotta worry about no one touching me because off strength of them, they're not gonna touch me. And like, don't get me wrong, that was true, but at the same time, like, I hindered myself on growing as a man. Yes, sir, boys. Hey, well, one thing I do want to say, I'm gonna put all of the ats to Wealthy Cutz right here. So y'all boys, make sure that y'all follow my boy, okay? I'm talking about one of the hardest barbers coming out of DFW. No BS, this ain't no bias on G-Way, I ain't lying. But one thing I will say is we do have a part 2 coming out. So if you did enjoy this video, if you did enjoy this conversation and you want to see a little bit more in depth on Wealthy, his backstory and the things that he has coming with the barbering industry, man, y'all boys stay tuned, okay? It should drop within the next week or so, you feel me? So be on the lookout. You got anything for him, brother?
Man, y'all stay prayed up, man, and keep going.
Let's go, man. Stay genuine.
Appreciate you, Jimmy.
Nah, always, brother.